All right, y'all, let's get this 10-minute workout in. We're going to start out by stretching a little bit. And y'all, I'm rusty myself, and I'm actually doing this with a trainer. But I wanted to share it with y'all just in case y'all wanted to work out with me. But we start out by stretching and getting our bones loosened up because I was tight from working out the week, and it was my first week working out. So just doing basic stretches while I wait for my trainer. You can choose what stretches you want to do. Now, I know y'all don't like long videos. Long videos kind of boring to y'all, but it'll help somebody out. All right, y'all, the trainer is here. We're going to start out with some step ups. Y'all, I struggle so bad learning how to do these workouts because I'm just not coordinated. But we're going to start with step ups before we actually get into the workout. Now, each time we do an exercise, we come back to the middle of the floor and we do some type of stretch type exercise in between our main exercises. So we do 60 seconds and then we rest and then we go into the next exercise. The first exercise was, we don't know the name of these workouts, guys, but it was some push-ups basically where I use, I think, 30 pounds here and I just do reps for 60 seconds. Once the 60 seconds is up, you go back to the middle of the floor, you rest for 60 seconds, and then the light turns green to do your next workout. We're going back for step ups. We're going to just alternate legs to the opposite side. And as y'all can see, it looks like I was switching legs. I don't know. But again, I'm not that coordinated. But we do this for 60 seconds and then we move on to the next workout. Again, it's going to be 60 seconds in between the workouts also to give you a chance to rest. Next workout is going to be the leg presses. Guys, my legs are not that strong, so again, I use about 30 pounds. No, actually, I use 50 pounds on my leg press. So 50 pounds on my leg press. I'm in the beginner stage, so it is what it is. This time, as you can see, we do the side step downs as the warm-up exercise in between. Don't forget to give yourself about 60 seconds to rest before going into anything else. So, as y'all can see, I'm learning how to get coordinated with these, but I definitely couldn't do them before. So, I'm actually proud of myself because in just less than a week, just a couple of days, I have got a little bit better coordination, and I'm proud of that. Now, y'all, these are the pull downs. I am going to push for more weight next week because I really should be doing better with weights. But these are pull downs. I did about 30 pounds on these also. And it's more about my arms being sore when I'm doing them versus the weight being too much. So 30 pounds is decent. You don't have to try to go overboard. I'm 40 years old. I haven't worked out in a long time. So I'm basically a beginner, you know. And these, I also couldn't do at one point, y'all. The toe touches, they are very hard. Same thing, 60 seconds. I'm going to be breaking for 60 seconds afterward. You got to be able to control your breathing because even with a 60-second break, it's still very tiring. It will linger for a little while. So we go from this, do our 60-second break, and we move into the next exercise. Now, I do suggest doing like a 30-minute exercise like I did because it is very beneficial. I feel like I already feel it within a week. Then I'm doing like the push-ups. Again, I'm only doing 30 pounds, y'all. If you're a little bit stronger than me or a little bit bigger than me or whatever the case may be, and you feel like you can do more than 30 pounds, go for it. But honestly and truly, you still get results with 30 pounds. Again, it's more of the repetitiveness, being tired, arms being sore, not necessarily weights being too heavy. Moving on to 60-second break, and then we're going to do reach ups. He wanted to cool me down because I was overly tired, and he said he didn't want me to pass out. But yeah, pull ups, you can do this exercise. And y'all, I'm really posting this video because y'all can do these workouts with me. You can take my video and you can watch it every day and do the same exercises with me. And that way you get your workout in and you can get it in at home versus having to go to the gym. So I'll be posting my workouts so you guys can get the workouts at home. And these are those like butt pulls or something, thigh pulls. But these were very hard for me. I have weak legs. My legs are very weak. So my goal is actually to strengthen my legs, which is why I'm doing this. I'm only doing 30 pounds, y'all, but it's a lot because my thighs were already sore from the week. Back into high kicks. I think he was really like, I don't know what he was doing to me when it came to my thighs, because I told him my legs was hurting, but he was trying to get me to push through. He said it gets better over time. So we were doing high knees. Guys, I know my knees are not going up that high, but my thighs were on fire. So we did the high knees for 60 seconds, into the pull-ups. Um, I only did 30 pounds again, guys, because I wasn't trying to do too much. I'm not trying to pull myself too hard, push myself too hard, and pull on too many weights. Seeing as though I am beginning again, and it's been a while since I've done really any exercises. Moving on to the kicks, guys. Oh my gosh, I am so horrible. Alternating is a killer for me. I have a hard time alternating. Like I said, I forget, and I don't know. My coordination is just not good at all. So he had to step in and kind of, help me a little bit, because I was not alternating my legs like I was supposed to, because I couldn't catch the rhythm. Next exercise is your pull-ins. Now, you guys, if you're at home and of course you don't have these machines, you can improvise for these exercises that I'm doing, like on the machine. You can take your weights and kind of pull them in for this exercise, but you want to pull in and squeeze. That's the main thing. But it's easy to improvise on the exercises on the machines. And as you can see, next is like the squat and kick. I'm getting so much better at squats. I was horrible at squats before, but so much better at squats. I was proud of myself again. My thighs were on fire, y'all. But these are definitely something you can do at home, and you can do like reps, maybe like 2 or 3 reps, 60-second breaks in between, to kind of improvise for the machines. Another leg exercise. Again, we're working on tightening my thighs and getting a little thigh muscle. That's why we're doing like a lot of leg exercises, because that's my main focus: my stomach, my thighs, and my arms. So my legs were on fire. Um, you can improvise. You can do something on the floor, like leg lifts on the floor, something like that, if you don't have the machines. Here we are doing like the invisible jump ropes, where there's no jump rope, as you can see, but we're like doing the jump rope motion. Um, and then go from jump ropes into jumping jacks. So that's a good one to do at home. And you can do, like, because you don't have the machines, or if you don't have the machines, you can do reps. Do like reps, like 2 or 3 reps, 60 seconds in between. This is my last exercise, which is the shoulder pull. At this point, I was so sore, y'all. It has been a week. I think I got 3 days in this week, and I'm extremely proud of myself for getting those 3 days in, because imagine being somebody who don't get any workouts in. So in this case, maybe you can do some type of floor lift or something like that to make up for, just kind of improvise with one of the exercises I've already done. This is just me stretching my arms, my back muscles out, because I am sore from the week. So he was giving me some exercises to do, just kind of stretch myself out. Make sure you're stretching at the end of your workouts, because it's very important. Because when I say I was sore, I wasn't doing a lot of stretching within the week, like during the week after working out. So it was just even worse. So just make sure you're doing some stretching, taking care of your muscles. Don't overdo it. That's the main thing, because I was just like wanting to overdo it, because I'm so like ready to lose my stomach. But just don't overdo it. It's going to come in time. I feel better after a week. If you guys got through this whole video, I appreciate y'all. Subscribe, like, and share.